One of my favorite parts about Xenoblade is just, exploring the world. Like, Monosoft crafted these beautiful landscapes that I feel like a good chunk of players just don't really pay attention to and just run straight to the next story point to, get into the story, which, that's fair. The stories are amazing. Absolutely just, I could gush just how much I love those stories. And obviously just playing the game, you'll see the world. It's not like you have your eyes closed. But there's areas both in Xenoblade 1 and 2 that I would like to go over. And in their name, they're literally called secret areas. Because I feel like a lot of people have not seen these, and some of these even give you a greater shot of just the overall area, or so a small little story. And they're just, fun to find and fun to explore, and some of them are, in their name, very secret. So let's get started with those, shall we? Let's start it off with Gaur Plains. I mean, this place is literally iconic. It's in Smash Brothers, and look over there. Yeah, there's the little, part of the shot, of the stage. You can I can kind of picture it in my head. But I mean, that's not the secret area. That's just a normal location. You'll just find just going through the game. I think you'll have to pass by it. Actually, no, you won't. That's not important. This place is the observation platform, which if I zoom all the way out, yeah, look. Literally, you can see everything down there. There is usually a unique monster here that's level 78, which is a very fun thing to come up here. You're like, oh, secret, I'm gonna look around, and then you just get jumped by that bird. So you just instantly die. And it's like, alright, that's cool, that's funny. And I guess the best part about this little secret area is that if you jump down, you'll actually live, because there's water down here. So when you see the unique monster, you'll at least have something to jump down into, and then they won't chase you down, so you'll be fine. This next secret area really isn't that secretive. If you've just been, doing a bunch of side quests, you'll come and find this, which I feel like if you're doing a bunch of side quests, then you'll probably find all the secret areas, so maybe that's not a fair statement, but some of them are very out of the way and very hard to get to. Especially in Xenoblade 2, which when we get there, I mean, we'll get there. But I really just like this one, because it's just a nice little isolated, little pond, and it just, the water looks like, I want to be here. Look at this. I would like to be here. It's very nice here. Now, I like how the last one I talked about, that area is not very secretive. This one, I mean, it says Valak Peak, but, if we go up, yeah, it's the 3 Sage Summit, which, I mean, it is very secretive. You have to go down the whole, iconic Valak Mountain slide, which, it's a fun time to get here. Then you have to make sure you jump at the last possible second to, even get up here to climb the thing, because if not, then you'll fall into a little pond, which is, that pond is kind of useful, because that's where you get ice cabbages, or at least that's where I got them. Because there was 2 spawns I just saved, and just kept retrying to see if I would get them. That was a fun time. But, this place is, very, very, hard to get to, and it's just very pretty to just look down, and it's especially at night. Valak Mountain is just one of the coolest areas in the series. Maybe, I don't know if it's my favorite. I still like a lot of areas for other areas in this game, and Xenoblade 2, but this area is just really pretty, and especially just at night, I love it. Also, 3 Sage Ice Summit is very iconic because it holds the highest level super boss. Now, on this file, I cannot, that is not it. It's not Final Marcus, no, you're not him. It has to be a really stormy out, and I think at night as well, a level 130 unique guy, Avalog Abyssi, I think that's the name, or it is, I know it's the name, I feel like I'm just pronouncing it wrong, but yeah, he's the hardest super boss, and he has a fun move that instantly kills you, so yeah, you better get your debuff resist gems. Now, this landmark isn't a secret area. I'm only here because I don't have a file with the landmark this is supposed to be the counterpart of, because this is the Mechonis wound, or the wound from the Mechonis, because, the Bionis Mechonis fought. And then there's a secret area in the Sword Valley, which is a Monado wound. I think that's the name, but it's kind of off the beaten path, and I feel like, you're definitely not going to go through that area, because you're going through the story, and you're just oh yeah, the story is super good, I want to get to all the good parts. And that area is very cool, and I like it for, just lore reasons. It's very nice. I wish I could show it off, but kinda can't, because, you know, like I said, I don't have a save file. Now, this is probably one of, if not my favorite landmark from this game. I mean, I feel like it probably just changes on the fly. This is what I'm feeling right now. But the distant fingertip on the fallen arm. And yeah, just look down. Yeah, just like jump down. That definitely won't kill you. But this place is just very cool, because the fallen arm is just a really cool area in general. Sure, it's like, oh, it's just a beach. But like, with, you know, the story and how this, you know, how it is the fallen arm, and how I feel like not really ties, I mean, the fallen arm's not tied to the line, but every time I think of like the fallen arm, I just kind of think of Egil's line of "Your blade did not cut deep enough," because like it's kind of referencing this. It's just very, very cool area. And in Xenoblade 3, there is the I think there's like a picture or like a shot that we've seen of the fallen arm and the distant fingertip, so maybe we can actually go to there, and it'll be like a secret area, just like how it is in this game. Also, I would go over there to the very tip of the fingertip, because that's where the landmark is, but oh yeah, as you can see, 1 year into the future, we get to go to the Bionis Shoulder, and the Bionis Shoulder, for sure, this is one of my for sure answers, and I feel like this won't change just randomly, but this is one of my favorite areas in Xenoblade 1, especially Xenoblade 1, probably all of Xenoblade as well, because, I mean, for one, it's very, you know, it's a huge area, so kind of unfair, but it's very fun to explore and just run around with. And like as the trailers say for Definitive Edition, it was a fun, like, nice little way to cap off the base game. And also, it probably is going to tie into Xenoblade 3, so Future Connected's not the worst thing ever. It's fun. And this is probably, there's another secret area, but I'm not going to go there. Let's go to this one, because I just look out at the clouds, which, fitting, because after this we're moving to Xenoblade 2, because clouds, you know, the cloud sea, haha. Well, this is a very nice area, and it's just like, honestly really impressive that this thing even is on Switch. Like, I'm able to see that over there. I feel like if this was like, I don't know, Pokemon, I wouldn't be able to see that. I feel like it would just be all fog. I can only see like 4 feet in front of me. I like how I said 1 year from now, just to immediately go back 500 years. Anyway, welcome to Torna. I might choose this secret area because, I mean, it also has the highest level, you know, enemy in the game. You know, fun super boss, and yeah, Tombstone, I love Tombstone, my favorite feature ever. But it's also just a nice, just like, look. I mean, this is, you know, right before, like, the final boss on this file, and it's just fun to see, like, they just look. You can see the Torna Titan just move, and it's just very nice. Also, just like the name, the pedestal of stargazing. Very fitting, because I have star in my name. I would like the area that also has star in its name. And here we are, back 500 years into, you know, present day. Or, you know, if Xenoblade 3 is taking place farther into the future, then I guess this is the past, but that's not really important. Here we are at another one of just my favorite just secret areas, or just, you know, landmarks in general. Because, well, there's a collection point right there that is very nice for grinding, for Pyra's cooking, and just other, you know, useful materials for, you know, quests, and yeah, it's just useful. Also, this area is just, you know, mad pretty. It's cool. Kind of like the one in Gaur Plains. Sorry, I don't know, I forgot. You could jump down there and live. But I feel like this one is just probably a little better than that because, I don't know, it's just, I love how Gormont looks. I mean, Gormont and Gaur Plains are pretty much look exactly about the same. Maybe a little different. I feel like this place is a little more green, but you know, then again, I'm colorblind and I don't know colors. But I just like how this area looks. And especially at night, it is very nice because then you can see like all the stars. This secret area is also very easy to find because you just have to go down like a bunch of stairs and then you have to use water as a field skill, and then you get into this area. But it's just such a cool area, just like an enclosed like garden, and it's just the lighting. I love like these like little lanterns. It's just this area is very pretty, and I love how this is not even like the prettiest part of like Urraya, because this is just inside. this just it's good. I love this area. Now, this secret area really isn't like, oh my god, this is one of my absolute favorites, it's so pretty. Because, I mean, well, it's Morytha. I mean, Morytha is, you know, it's a cool place, but, like, I don't know if I would call it pretty just because of how, like, destroyed it is. It's more of a cool area. I mean, it makes sense because, like, you know, the Titan's dying, but that's not important. I like this area because it's just funny that, like, the Nopon, or some Nopon just have their own little secret hot spring, even though these guys are here and they're not even Nopon. I don't know what their deal is. Maybe they just said, yeah, you can be here. You're allowed. This area is pretty hard to find. At least for me it was. Because you have to go through that little abandoned area. And I could not see in that area for my first time playthrough. I didn't know about my secret that I use now, where I make it like a certain time of day and have the brightness at max setting. So, it was hard to get here. But, you know, in the end, I had a good laugh out of that. Now, here we are with Tantal. I like the airborne throne, because it's just kind of funny. A giant airborne throne, okay. I also really like this area, because it's very nice for grinding, I forgot the name of the key item, but it's used to make love sources. And you need to get the key item, and it's, you know, kind of fun to do, because you jump down, like, twice, and there's, like, a little slide you can slide all the way to go over there. Very fitting that the ice areas in Xenoblade both have, like, slides. If there's one in Xenoblade 3, I better have my funny slide. If not, I'm gonna have some problems. Now, this area, I mean, it is a secret area. But I feel like a lot of people could find this area, but a lot of people don't. It's because it's Spirit Crucible Elpis, and they just want to rush through the area because, you know, they don't like how the combat works down here, which, you know, yeah, it is kind of, you know, it's not, I don't know if annoying is the right word, but it's, you know, challenging, I would say. I'm, like, one of the rare few that I feel like that I actually really like this area for, like, you know, narrative reasons, and also exploring. Because it's a very cool area, and also just the music. And sure, it's kind of funny that I'm saying I like there to explore, even though it's very hard for me to see in this area. But, I don't know, man. I'm weird like that. There's also a secret area that I didn't show in Xenoblade 1 that's kind of like this. It's a lot smaller, but it has like the same kind of thing, like with this like water. Or I feel like this is more ether compared to that being like actual water in Xenoblade 1. I don't know if I would go in this. That's not, I wouldn't trust it. I just, you know, like this area because it was a nice little find. If you've been watching all these videos, you knew that this secret area was going to make it in. I mean, I literally did a video just talking about how cool the land of Morytha is. For just the lore, how out of place it is, and then, like, in Chapter 10 when we learn the truth about this area, even though there's, like, the little details that you could find with just exploring, and, like, you know, you can find the secret area before all that, and I feel like that's a kind of big slap in the face, but I've already gushed about this secret area before. It's very, very cool, and basically is the reason why this whole video exists. I know I've been saying with a few secret areas, like, oh, this one's not really that secret, but like if you've been doing a little exploring, you'll probably find it. This one is literally on the beaten path. And not like, oh, if you just go slightly to the right, you'll find it. No, you literally have to go through this area to find it. I don't know why this area is counted as a secret area. There's actually two others in this game that are both in the Cliffs of Morytha that are counted as secret areas that you have to basically go through just to progress the story, which I don't know why they were counted as that. I guess, you know, they're very cool. Especially this one. I mean, it's the World Tree. What do you expect? The World Tree is insanely cool. It just, oh, it's so cool. I know on this save file, it's not during the whole big fight. If I had it going on and this was Chapter 9, I feel like this would be a lot cooler to look at with everything. But even just come here, just looking out, and just man, this area is just really cool. So, that's it. Sure, there were secret areas that I didn't go over, and I would have loved to go over, especially in Xenoblade 1, but, you know, due to plot reasons, I wasn't able to, because, you know, I don't have a save file up to that point, and I don't have a secondary save file that's there. Probably should really get that just in case for, you know, if I want to do other videos like this. But maybe it's best like that. I mean, in the name, there are secret areas. You're supposed to find them. I just showed some, like, you know, my personal favorites. Not counting the ones, you know, I couldn't. And you know what's really fun about this? There could be a secret area that I just completely don't even know about that is either in Xenoblade 1 or in Xenoblade 2. And maybe a year from now, I'll come back to the game and just like, wait, this area, there's a secret area here? And just be in awe, and then like also punch myself and slap myself saying, why did you not include this in that video that you did? This area is super cool. But man, I can't wait for Xenoblade 3 to just explore the world and find secret areas like any of the ones that I've shown today. Like, cause some of those are just really just pretty and just good to look at.